Little Dutch Clark was a model of the complete football player. A quiet man, Clark led by example, and in 1935, he led Detroit to the NFL championship. He was the last player to execute a lost art, the drop kick. Clark's versatility earned him a place in the first Hall of Fame class in 1963. After a stellar career with the Lions, Alex Wojciechowicz joined the Eagles in 1947 as a linebacker. But Woj proved valuable on both sides of the ball. Whether it meant centering the ball on offense or making a key tackle on defense, number 53 helped the Eagles win back-to-back championships. Doak Walker was a household name before he ever played a single NFL game. A former All-American and Heisman Trophy winner out of SMU, Doak entered the NFL in 1950 with the Detroit Lions. In his rookie season, Walker was an All-Pro, Rookie of the Year, league scoring champ, and a Pro Bowl participant. In the 1952 championship game against the Cleveland Browns, Doak's 67-yard touchdown run proved to be the game winner. Doak made plays all over the field. He could run, throw, catch, kick, and even play defense if needed. In the Hall of Fame, there are few gamers who can rival the intensity of Bobby Layne.
Bobby Layne was probably the greatest leader that I've ever been around. If we were in a war, he'd be like a Napoleon. He could just lead the troops to any victory that they wanted to lead them to.
I wanted to win. That's all I wanted to do, is win a championship.
Bobby Layne on the quarterback sneak, pushes his way across, standing up, and the Lions leap in front.
In the 1950s, Layne was the Motor City's main man, guiding the Lions to 3 NFL championships.
You don't expect even temperament from genius, and Bobby was a football genius.
Occasionally, he was a hero with a hangover.
3 of us were laying on it, and I said, "Damn it, Bobby, we're going to get drunk smelling your breath." I said, "You must have had a hell of a night last night." He looked at me, he says, "I had a few at halftime."
Layne's going all the way on this one. It's Jimmy Dorn, and he grabs it for a sensational touchdown.
Selected to 8 straight Pro Bowls, Lou Creekmur was one of the most exceptional linemen of the 1950s. He was a versatile player who lined up on both offense and defense. The Detroit Lions won 3 NFL championships during this perennial All-Pros tenure. Defensive back Jack Christensen was the keystone in Detroit's hard-nosed defense from 1951 to 1958. His 46 career interceptions and the ability to return punts and kickoffs for touchdowns made Christensen a lethal NFL weapon. The NFL standard when playing against him was a simple one. Don't throw in Christensen's area, and don't kick to him either. Yale Larry's career punting average of 44.3 yards places him 3rd on the all-time list. But his play as a defensive back made him an all-time great. Larry's 50 interceptions sometimes camouflaged his ability to lay down the big hit on offenders. Yale Larry played with a joyful luster that endeared him to Lions fans throughout his 11-year career.
One of the Detroit Lions' greatest offensive linemen, Dick Stanfill, was named team MVP during their 1953 championship season. In 1955, Stanfill was traded to the Washington Redskins.
Well, being a Redskin, I'll tell you, I appreciate just being a Redskin.
Stanfill was first-team All-Pro in all 3 seasons as a Redskin and was later named to the NFL All-Decade team of the 1950s.
The biggest thing I enjoyed in the D.C. area as the people. They were great fans.
For 13 seasons, number 56, Joe Schmidt, patrolled the field at middle linebacker for the Detroit Lions. As a 9-year defensive captain and 4-time team MVP, Schmidt was in charge of calling signals to his teammates. He was a sure tackler and capable of defending either the pass or the run. Schmidt was named All-NFL for 8 years and played in 9 straight Pro Bowls.
Detroit Lions defensive tackle Alex Karras was a member of the NFL's 1960s All-Decade Team, a 4-time Pro Bowler, and was named first-team All-NFL 4 times.
Way back to throw it. Karras scores it.
He was ferocious. He hated quarterbacks, including his own. He called them milk-drinking quarterbacks.
Nicknamed the Mad Duck, Karras was a nightmare for opposing offenses.
He was really unblockable in our era. I'll always remember Alex Karras as one of the very, very best inside football players that ever played.
Zone it off. You carry this guy on the vertical, and you carry.
Before becoming one of the NFL's top defensive coordinators, Dick LeBeau was one of the league's premier cornerbacks. In a 14-year career with the Detroit Lions, LeBeau made 3 Pro Bowls and set an NFL record for cornerbacks by playing in 171 consecutive games. When he retired in 1972, he ranked 3rd on the NFL's all-time interception list.
Dick Night Train Lane played cornerback for the Cardinals, Lions, and Rams of the 50s and 60s. As a rookie with the Rams in 1952, he intercepted 14 passes, an NFL record. Number 81 made spectacular plays, and his speed and aggressiveness made him one of pro football's greatest defensive backs. The Detroit Lions defensive back Lem Barney was always a big play threat. As a first-year player in Detroit, Barney won Defensive Rookie of the Year honors in 1967, picking off 10 passes in 14 games. Lem Barney played defense like a cat on a prowl, intercepting 56 passes and scoring 11 defensive touchdowns during his career.
Charlie Sanders played football and basketball at the University of Minnesota. As a member of the Detroit Lions, he took lessons he learned from both sports to become one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. At 6'4" and 230 pounds, Charlie Sanders used his strength, speed, and leaping ability to make an immediate impact. In an era where tight ends were primarily blockers, number 88 became a bona fide weapon for Detroit. After catching 40 passes as a rookie, Sanders was selected to the first of his 7 Pro Bowls. A fan favorite in the Motor City, Charlie Sanders became the 7th tight end inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2007.
A man of few words, Barry Sanders' play spoke volumes. During a career that would span 10 years, number 20 became the most prolific runner of his era, amassing 15,269 rushing yards. Sanders was 4 times the NFL's rushing champion. He was the first player to run for over 1,000 yards in each of his first 10 seasons, and is the only NFL running back to produce 4 consecutive 1,500-yard seasons.
Selected 2nd overall in the 2007 draft, Calvin Johnson proved he was worthy of his high draft status.
The guy's a beast, man. Calvin Johnson. Megatron.
Megatron was mega productive, posting 7 1,000-yard seasons during his 9-year career and twice leading the league in receiving yards. Selected to 6 Pro Bowls and named first or second team All-Pro 4 times, Johnson retired holding the record for receiving yards in a season with 1,964.
Megatron into the history books.
The fastest player in NFL history to reach 10,000 receiving yards. Johnson finished his career with 731 receptions and 83 touchdowns.
Calvin, touchdown!